would you? Look at that. These guys never stood a chance against you.
Calamo!
Huh?
It's good to see everyone safe. Yeah, I'm glad we all made it out okay.
The Gerudo Desert.
That's what I'm assuming. I mean, look at him. We barely catch our breath after cleaning up here, and he's already got his eyes trained somewhere else. By the way, bud, that thing you're pointing is supposed to be mine, remember? We'll go wherever you want to go, I promise. So just put it down, okay?
A Gerudo spear, huh? Interesting way to communicate, I have to say.
If he's really that set on the desert, it's probably because the place is crawling with monsters. Everywhere this guy drags me, it's either that or more of those creepy shades.
Hmm? Why not let him go alone if you don't like it?
Oh, well, who knows what kind of trouble he'd get into if I wasn't there keeping him on a tight leash. I've got some friends living out in the desert too, so I really should go and make sure they're doing okay.
Aha, so that's how it is. If your mind's made up, you should go ahead and get moving. We'll stay here and keep watch, in case the monsters decide to come back.
That's kind of you, but the forest will be just fine without the help. Couple of little softies like that won't go causing any trouble. This place is practically bursting with sacred power. That's why us Koroks call it home, and why no monsters or shades will ever touch it.
Maybe that's true, but the same can't be said for Tabantha. Or just about anywhere in Hebra, for that matter.
Yeah, fair enough. Huh. But hey, if you do find yourself needing a hand, I've got just the folks in mind. My devoted subjects. Sworn brothers, I mean. The Koroks of this forest. Though be warned, anyone who dares venture into the fog-ridden boughs of the Lost Woods is destined to wander for days on end. Well, it's really just got a lot of shortcuts and dead ends and stuff. Anyway, they'll be happy to help if you need it.
Thanks, Calamo. If there's any more trouble, I'll know just who to call.
Is this a two for battle then? By any chance?
Rauru and the others managed to drive the hordes back from Death Mountain. Having secured the support of both the Zora and the Gorons, they returned to the temple in Tanagar Canyon, where they devised a plan to fight back against the ever-growing forces of darkness. Aware that simply responding to the monster onslaughts as they occurred would keep his army in a state of perpetual defense, Rauru set out to form a proactive alliance with the Rito and the Gerudo alike. But with the fate of Hyrule hanging by the slimmest of threads, its king couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of worry.
This leading into another... Yeah, it is. Okay.
Zelda, if he's ever struggling, I hope that you can help show him the way forward.
Me? I couldn't possibly.
If such advice were to come from you, he might actually decide to heed it.
I'll try, Queen Sonia.
There you are, Zelda.
King Rauru!
Those always were Sonia's favorites. I didn't realize you knew. She loved this kingdom, wanted to protect it from the bottom of her heart. But now, Monsters run rampant through our lands. And there's no knowing what horrors come next. All of this is the price I pay for my arrogance.
In that case, you'll not pay it alone. We'll find strength in our allies and save these lands. So don't avert your gaze. Stand tall as the leader this army needs. After all,
You are the only king that Hyrule has.
I can't argue with either of you. Minoru.
We've been looking for you two. One of our scouts has come bearing news, having met with the Rito in Great Hyrule Forest. They prepare to do battle against a horde of monsters. They've repelled them once before, but the threat has returned in greater numbers.
Hyrule Forest. That's not far away.
We should aid them, however we can. And yet, this is worrisome. Felling the monsters appears to have no effect. Zelda, I'd like you to head there with Agriston and Kia. Provide the support our allies require. As for Minoru and I, we'll remain at the temple. The wounded need our protection.
We'll handle it. I promise.
Enough of these schemes, Ganondorf.
I got a Graston, Goron chief, the worldly chief of the Gorons and a longtime friend of Rauru. Though calm and intellectual, he will readily fight tooth and nail for his companions. I got that region there. Yeah, I think on modern games are on average more overstimulating than older ones. Might well be. I feel like it's on purpose because people get bored so easily now. But even like even other Warriors games didn't have this much just constant shit, or maybe they do and it's been a while. Yeah, that's what my memory says as well, is that it wasn't quite as much stimulation overload of things constantly happening. Also primarily play very slow-paced games, so maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe. I'm a little bit under-leveled for that one, apparently. Only modern sequel I can think of that's less stimulating than its predecessor is Splatoon 2, and that's only because Splatoon 1 put your minimap on the gamepad, so you had to look up and down 40 times in every 3-minute match. I hated that. The whole, hey, this is a use that we can implement with our unique gamepad. That means that we need to. That was kind of like with the Wii era, where it's like, hey, we can do motion controls, so that means we need to. Oh, we have a second screen, that means we need to use it. Well, it's so much more convenient just to, like, glance and see, you know, a mini-map and be able to, like, keep focus on the screen ahead of you instead. Like, God, I hated that. What do you want me to do? Oh, what? Device dispenser. Well, what are... That contributes a whole lot there, apparently. I have a whole bunch of these. I don't know, put in that, and then, like, put in 2 of these, and then put in some of this, I guess? Sure, insert materials. There. Gotcha systems. We were talking about gambling earlier. Balloon, a Zonai device that rises when filled with hot air, can instantly transport you to any allied outpost. Oh, fast travel. Interesting. Balloons. These Zonai devices let you instantly travel to any allied outpost. After using one, select an outpost from the map to fly there immediately. Oh, interesting. Be good in case, you know, someone's in trouble and you have to rush across the map a bit faster. No, that's the kind of thing that I'd manually select if, you know, a situation calls for it. I don't necessarily need a hotkey for it or anything like that. Sweltering soldiers. King Rauru has decided to dispatch a band of soldiers to help with the construction on the Gorunbi Lake Supply Depot. But anyone who's not a Goron will have trouble keeping cool in such sweltering temperatures. We should ready some materials to help shield them from the heat. I gotta give them 6 fireproof lizards, apparently. Those heat-resistant materials must have worked wonderfully because the soldiers managed to get the Gorunbi Lake Depot up and running even earlier than expected. I only hope it comes in handy in the battles ahead. I don't know. What does that do? Supply depots. You can use rupees to buy materials at supply depots in each area. Complete certain quests will unlock additional supply depots. You know the materials are restocked after each battle. Okay. Now that I think about things like weapon and map design, I think Splatoon 1 just had more going on than 2. Did it now? Good old mobile typing. You'll love to see it. Oh, that's where I can buy this stuff here. I get you. So, kind of similar to Age of Calamity and stuff. Bonus heart, enhanced strong attack. Yeah, always take the offensive things first instead of rocks. Smashing rocks is a daily training item for Lord of Graston, so he tends to get rather frustrated when expeditions take him to lands lacking any kind of substantial outcrops. Now I heard this, Lady Zelda's wondering if we might be able to help. Here you go. God, that stone talus heart. When we gave him the materials, Lord of Graston's eyes lit up at the prospect of smashing them to bits. After he did so, he told me that it required different skills than breaking regular rocks, and thus made for a riveting training session. Use X attacks to summon magma that sets enemies ablaze. Okay. I completed 2 quests, and so I got a fire fruit. I can't do this right now. I don't have bombs there to upgrade my basic actions. Alright, in hot water, Lord of Graston and the Gorons have invited His Majesty to visit one of the many hot springs dotting Death Mountain. But I worry my king may not be able to handle the heat. The overwhelming heat. Should find something to help him cool down so he doesn't end up fainting. Here's 3 Chilfrin trout.
For the sake of my
Upon his return, His Majesty told me that he and the Gorons challenged each other to see who could stay in the hot springs the longest. Seems I should be thankful he managed to make it back from Death Mountain safely. The fact that people get bored so quickly and demand constant dopamine hits is something that frustrates me as an aspiring web author, because I struggle with writing a beginning that can satisfy a modern reader while also easing them slowly into the adventure. Yeah, it's definitely a difficult balance to strike. Maybe this is just a skill issue on my part, though. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a way to go about it. Harnessing the hot springs. Lord of Graston has been soliciting advice about how to make a hot spring excursion even more relaxing. I heard from Lady Minoru that staying hydrated is the key. With that in mind, he asked that I find him some particularly juicy fruit. Here we go. Hydrate, bathe, and hydrate again. It's a simple idea, but once people tried it, their fatigue melted away. Needless to say, Lord of Graston seemed especially satisfied with the results. There you go, another heart. Did the thingamajig. It really, really wants me to do one of these liberation things, but I don't know what that actually gets me. That would get me bombs that would be able to expand my basic combos, so that'd be good there. Special conditions time limited. Oh, so it'd have to be a short one anyway. I don't think I have another main mission in me for this session. I've been going for almost 4 hours here. I don't think I have another one of those in me. But maybe I at least find out what happens when I liberate the territories, and then I wrap this up and maybe switch over to like Prime 4 or something like that I can take my time and solve some puzzles, occasionally do like some battles where, you know, I can see what the hell is going on and not just have flashing lights constantly, because I cannot much more with this game. Try writing a prologue that's a major event in the MC's past that made them who they are / made their goals true for the story. A little bit of a prologue kind of thing there. Oh, it would be... Why is this separated by a line here of doing this gets both of these territories? Like, what's the point of making this look like it's one thing? I don't understand. I would have thought that each of these sections was its own territory, but this implies that this is one territory. So what's the point of this line? I don't know. I'll do one of these, and then I'm done. Our monsters have taken over a position midway up Death Mountain. For each outpost you come across and retake control of the area. Sure.
Time to make ready.
It's a bunch of fire enemies. I should probably just go with,
No one stands
right?
against my spear.
We fight as
I wonder what this'll do.
And then... Give me some more EXP or something here. Do I have a whole bunch more? Like, I don't have much more of that. I mean, I have a whole bunch of these other things. I have a bunch of this. What's something that just gives 1 here anyway? Didn't these just give like 1 there? Yeah, sure. Sure, do that. We have the technology. Sure. Give it a go. Time limited. So it should be short. But at the same time, do I have the time with how long it takes to whittle down health bars? Death Mountain, an active volcano located in the Elden region. Part of me might even regret even doing this one more, but capture any outpost throughout Death Mountain. You guys, go that way. I'll handle this solo. Fall upon them like a surging tide. Damn it! Igneo Talus. Here, time is of the essence here, so like... Here, I guess I can... No, never mind, I'm not jumping on. Okay, do this. Time is of the essence, which... I remember struggling with time and very hard with, like, Age of Calamity, so... We'll see what ends up going on here. If it's gonna be a similar thing. Jump on. I got a level up there, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, don't hesitate when it comes to using my battery and stuff. I gotta zoom here. That's what I do have to do. Okay, do this. Okay. Do I have bombs on here? I do, in case I decide to use it. Good to know. The music sounds like something really cool is going on, but I can't enjoy it because anytime I smack this guy down, the music changes to that other tune that I've heard a bazillion times by now. So, you know, can't enjoy the actual music that I want to listen to here for the battle OST. Kind of sucks. Okay, jump off, I guess. Can I? No, I'm not getting that in time. I really wanted to flurry rush that. I'm worried a lot more about health than I do, or worried a lot more about time than I do health DPS this time, considering the whole time limited thing. Here, do this now. Okay. Do a little smidge of damage here. Yeah, I should be able to solo this in under 3 minutes, so... Should be able to work out time-wise, I hope. So the time does still scare me a little bit. Let's do this combo here. To that one. If that does any better damage. Yeah, no hitbox to that, I don't think. Come on. You're gonna do the jump thingy? You're gonna do that. Damn it. Come on. Do a little smidge of that. Put down this. Get the little vortex going here. Jump on. Okay. I don't get that much of an opening on the jump on there, huh? Okay. I can go ahead and break that really quickly. Or something probably here. Come on. Almost there. Just barely within 3 minutes, so this is going to be calling it a little close. Oh my god, there's some chaos going on in there, isn't there? Make sure that you're at the ready here to start messing stuff up. Okay, no big boss here. It's just a outpost capture, I guess. So that should be a bit easier. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, nothing back. It really wants me to switch to you. Are you, like, powered up or something like that if I switch to you while you're flashing? Does anything like that happen? Here. Come on. Come on. There's the boss. There you are. Not gonna do anything about that. Let's just see if I can potentially freeze you or something. Yeah, I better handle this one a little faster. So, let's try this again then. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Should just be able to kill with a weak point smash here now. Okay, made a lot better time here. So now, just order all to hear the fire moblin. Or fire... Wait. Do I just have to take out the fire boss bokoblin? Or do I need to take out the fire moblin as well? Or what's going on here? For both of these guys. Or not. Not quite both of them. Yeah, so much stimulation and so much flashing. It does definitely hurt my eyes a bit. No, please. Oh, I've still got the opening here. Can't do anything about that right now. Dang it. Get out of there really quickly. Play it safe. Here, do this. Like, especially when I'm doing, like, rapid hits like that to someone. It's just a lot, you know? It's just a lot. Okay, weak point smash this guy now. Do some of this. Perform 2 special attacks that guy wanted me to do. I don't know what the difference is with different people asking you to do stuff. Like, does it get them some EXP or something or other? It just gives you rewards one way or another anyway, so I don't know what the difference would be, who's asking it. Maybe just to give a bit of sense of realism, like, this person's asking you to do this. I don't know. Or something or other. Let's go lasers. How about laser time? Like that. Laser to them both. Okay. Almost got this fire boss bokoblin here. Big spins. There we go. Did not capture the outpost. I do need to take out the fire moblin. Okay. Do that. Then, yeah, the rewind stuff is pretty cool. Yeah, this is definitely the last battle I've got in me. This is genuinely hurting my eyes. Please to have played even a small part in our victory. There. Now, what happens if we liberate the territory? Let's see what that's like anyway. Man, struggle in the blazing heat. Struggle indeed, huh? I don't really think my main heroine's backstory makes for a good opening, so I don't think I'll go that route with it. Gotta figure something else out. Look, now I'll be stronger for the next main story battle too by a smidge. Got 5,300 rupees. New battle with 3 mighty thistle supplies to the camp. Oh, I'll do that at some point. It says that I got 1 out of 3, so I guess I can just supply 1 2 more times. Charge attack, charge time, minus 8%. Okay, that's kind of neat. There, now I can get more combos on not Daruk there, a Graston. But yeah, the reason it took me that long to type that out is because I was trying to figure out the exact way to word it. I had to make sure it was just right. Now it's blue. Reclaiming territory. Complete certain challenges to push back against the Demon King's forces and reclaim occupied territory. On rare occasions, nearby regions may also become free of Gandorf's influence upon completing these challenges. Okay, so yeah, this is a double liberation one. That did actually nothing for me. I was hoping like some icons would appear and then I could unlock like some new combos or some more bonus hearts or something. But that genuinely did nothing for me in terms of unlocks here. Just like the rewards that I get from it. So what is the point of doing a territory liberation thing versus just any other generic mission that doesn't liberate territory? Because right now it seems like there's no difference apart from it turning more of the map blue. It changes something visually. I don't understand. Like, maybe there's a difference later and rewards for liberating territory or something like that, I guess. But, pull a Deadpool and start in the middle of the story, then have your character go, how did I get here? Then start the actual star of the story. Don't pull a Deadpool. Actually, I hate it. Explosive solution. Recent battles have left a vital territory for harvesting rock roast buried under the volcanic rubble. Lord of Graston doesn't know what to do, short of digging the entire area out by hand. That sounds like an impossible task, so there must be an easier solution. Take these bomb flowers. There you go. Lord of Graston used those bomb flowers to make quick work of the volcanic rubble, eliciting endless cheers from the other Gorons. Even better, he seems to have refined one of his techniques in the process. There, I can hold that now. Now the game wants me to do that. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to do any more of this game right now. I'm going to be honest with you. It is a little bit much. So I hadn't played this game for, you know, literally a month. So I figured, today I have some time on this Sunday. Let's just commit. My game queue is kind of insane. Let's commit and get a shit ton of Age of Imprisonment done. And I streamed this for over 4 hours here, so I'd say that's a pretty decent progress, but I was planning on potentially going even farther, like going really hard on this. I genuinely cannot play any more of this game. It is too much on me. Like, it's hurting my eyes, and I'm not even sick anymore. So, like, I can go longer before it hurts my eyes, but it's still hurting my eyes. There's too much going on. There's too much flashing. Is giving me a slight headache. I can't do anymore. So, yeah. Among the other games that are going on right now, Ghost of Yotei, I don't have my PS5 right now. Night Rain, I just play with friends and family. Kirby Air Riders was wrapped up last night. Valhalla, just a couple more side DLC things that I'll do at some point. Not tonight here. Before I do the bigger DLC early next year. So really my big 3 playthroughs right now are Pokemon Legends ZA, Metroid Prime 4, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So bit by bit, this is getting more manageable. This game queue here. I just did Legends ZA quite a decent chunk the other day. And the other day I only did a little smidge of Metroid Prime 4, so I feel more inclined to do some Metroid Prime 4. And, you know, that's a game that I'm not going to ramble about like, man, this sucks, like I might with Legends ZA. Like I am with this game with with all the flashing and stuff. So if so for a nice good go-to chill game, this is nice. I'm enjoying this. I think Prime 4 is the way to go. I think I'm gonna switch to that. Yeah, if a game is hurting your physical health, it's probably a good idea to stop playing it. Yeah, I'm gonna stop playing it. So I do still have the time to, like, continue going ham and continue streaming here. I can't play any more of this game. I don't have it in me. I cannot. So I think I'm gonna switch to Prime 4, but I'm also gonna take a little bit of a BRB break because I've eaten breakfast today. It is currently 4:37 p.m. and I've not eaten anything else. So we can still play Breath of the Wild in Metroid form. That's right. But I think I'm actually gonna take a BRB break here and grab some foods because, like, I'm feeling a bit hungry as well. Go get my water that I clearly forgot to bring down here and just be in a little bit of a generally better state. So I think I'll be back shortly. I want to switch to Prime 4. That sounds kind of chill. I'm done with this. What does this game make you feel about future Warriors games on this channel? You know, the next Warriors game I'm probably going to play on this channel is Persona 5 Strikers. I've been telling myself that I was going to do that as, like, one of my already released games that I play for the year since, like, probably 2022, I think I've been saying that. And then Persona 5 Tactica came out, and Persona 3 and that took me a decent while. And then Persona 3 Reload came out, and that took me, over a year to get through that. And then Persona 5 The Phantom X came out, and I played that. So chances are I'm going to play that, and that's not a Nintendo Warriors game, it's a Persona Warriors game. It doesn't have me feeling super enthusiastic. I feel like I'm pretty pooped out of Warriors stuff after playing Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, Age of Calamity, friggin' Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment here, Fire Emblem Warriors, 3 Hopes, Persona 5 Strikers coming up sometime here. I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed of the samey kind of thing. Like, I was really into Hyrule Warriors when it first came out. I was pretty into Fire Emblem Warriors when it first came out because I hadn't played any of the Dynasty Warriors games before, so it was a new concept to me, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. I'm kind of into it. But I've gotten to the point where I've played so many of them now, and I'm just feeling like, hey, you know, there's, like, slight different mechanics with each of them, but they're all generally still basically the same game, and I'm getting really quite tired of them, and especially when I'm playing something like this that is just so overwhelming compared to the other ones, and I'm really feeling it here, Mr. Krabs. Doesn't have me super enthusiastic about the other ones. How long is Persona 5 Strikers supposed to be? I think I had looked it up before and it was like 35 hours. How long to beat Persona 5 Strikers? I'm not playing that anytime soon. I don't think, even if I have a lot of time, because after this I'm gonna need to chill out from freaking Warriors games for a little while. Yeah, according to How Long to Beat, main story is about 35 hours of Persona 5 Strikers. How long are people reporting for this game? Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment here. I say this game's about 22 hours. But how much do I have in here for reference? Played for 8 hours or more. Probably still have a decent chunk left. But I mean, I'm sure that other people are probably doing a lot more side stuff and not bum rushing the main objective as much as me, so I don't know. Warriors games are the kind of games where you play one for every once in a blue moon. Yeah, or like maybe you get one that you're really into, but you don't really play like maybe the whole series. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 games where it's like, hey, I'm really into this, but you get into like 5 or 6 and, you know, it's a bit much. Pretty Warriors pooped out at this point, quite frankly. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm gonna go find some food and something to drink. I'm gonna be back to play something a lot slower paced than I can take my time with. We're gonna chill, we're gonna solve some puzzles, we're gonna fight enemies where we can actually tell what the hell is going on. It's gonna be a really chill time. It's gonna be great. So I'll be back in a little bit here.